Vélodrome, one of the wildest place to play in Europe. What's it like to step in this field, feel the energy, just amazing fan, amazing passion in Marseille. So how is it? Is it intimidating? I know you play in Greece. It's also, but is this something that you're like, oh my God,
No,
my days?
it's definitely special, you know, when you first step inside the Vélodrome and you just see the size of it, and then when the fans are there and it's full and it's getting loud, it's definitely a special feeling. But yeah, it's something that you should enjoy, you know, because it's a dream for many people to be able to play in front of fans like that in a stadium like that. So yeah, it's definitely pressure as you say, and I don't know, intimidating is the right word, but it comes down to your thoughts and how you think about it. If you think of it as intimidating, or if you think of it as, you know, a blessing to be able to play football in a stadium like that. So yeah, so far I've enjoyed it, and I hope we have a good season so that we can continue enjoying it. Hi, it's there, Cornelius for Can FC.
Pionnier du podcast soccer. C'est la référence soccer à Montréal. Tout simplement les meilleurs. C'est le Cannes Football Club. La poutine du soccer.
Welcome to Cannes FC. This is the hub for fans in Montreal, in Quebec, like loving the beautiful game, and we're really happy to have you. It's really an honor to have Derek, now a Marseille guy. So, so now he's one of us. The French community is really happy. And Derek, welcome in Montreal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How was it to go to Blainville and blend in with the local community, the youth, and seeing you
Yeah,
guys?
it was really nice. It was really nice, actually. They were very friendly, very welcoming. So yeah, definitely enjoyed my visit up there to see some of the young players coming up through the ranks right now.
It's important to have this kind of connection with grassroots soccer, don't you feel?
Yeah, of course. It's always good to interact with the young players and for them to see that, you know, we're just normal people, and you know that it is possible for Canadians to play professional football. So maybe it's enough to give them a little bit of extra push to keep going for their dreams. So it was really nice to see them yesterday.
Yeah, I really appreciate that you're giving back. You've been all over Germany, Greece, Sweden, now back in Canada for for this camp. Does it feel to coming back after such an intense year in Europe? Do you still feel home soil, like this special? Is it home for you?
Yeah, home is always home, you know. When you're on Canadian soil, I don't know, it's just something different. And as you said, when you're away so long in Europe for most of the year, when you come home, you even appreciate it more. So yeah, it's always nice when we come back with the national team to be home in Canada and to play in front of our friends, especially.
And switching up between international soccer and club soccer, that's first of all a trip, like 6,000 kilometers.
Yeah,
But are you tired of it?
I am tired. I was up at 5 a.m. today. I'm still getting over the jet lag, so.
And I yesterday I saw you practice, and it's intense, man. It's intense. We're gonna talk about JCs and such, but wow, just I was just tired seeing you guys.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
give them a break.
yeah. It's true.
But do you have any rituals that help you stay, you come sharp when you're jumping from one to another, when international clubs and such?
Not necessarily rituals. I always find it more challenging when I go back to Europe.
Hmm.
Just because, you know, a lot of the times we train in the morning, and in the morning over there is like 3 in the morning here.
Yes.
So I always find that a little bit more challenging. But, you know, the club doctors, they're used to players that they travel a lot, so they help us with, you know, different strategies and medicine that we get to sleep and so on that we can adjust quickly. So yeah, I think when you're in good hands, it helps a lot to be able to manage going back and forth. So it's okay.
Yeah, but there's like a transition, right?
Yeah, there's always like at least 1, 2 days transition, but the
Mm.
key try and make the transition as short as possible. Because a lot of the times when we go back, we have a game coming up that weekend, so we have only like maybe 2 or 3 days to be ready for it. So yeah, it's always just a matter of managing and speaking with the doctors on how you feel as well. So it's just a matter of communicating well and managing yourself.
Ah, great, great. So you are in Marseille, legendary club, atmosphere and such. Was it Deserby's vision or something else that drew you in the Marseille project? I think that you said that it was that the project was super convincing. I don't know if it was the Deserby or Longoria, but what was the key factor for you to go to Leagues One?
No, I just felt that in the time of my career was number one, it was a great step for me. And number two, as I mentioned, the project, it's not just like a 1 year project. It's a 3 4 year projects, and they proved that with all the signings that they brought in, a new established coach who has a very good identity on how he wants to play. So I just felt like everything altogether made the decision very easy for me that this is where I wanted to be playing my football. So it was just, as I mentioned, an exciting project, and now that I'm part of it, it's just exciting to be there day in and out and working on it and trying to be the best that we can as a club.
The Zerbi is known as we can say like a tactical mastermind. What does he doing differently at Marseille compared what you experienced at Malmo or before? How he has pushed you, to elevate your game. It's still early, but do you think that there's already some change progress that in your game?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, as you said, like very tactical and detailed on how we want to play and so on. I think he pushes not just me, but everybody each day. And I think that's what is the difference with him is that every small detail counts, how the weight of the pass that you give, which foot you play it on, the position of
Wow.
the position of your body when you receive the ball. Like it's a lot of the small details that, at the highest level can make the difference. And he drills that every day, every training. So I think that intensity, his passion is what's made him such a top coach. And it's just exciting for me to be able to play under a coach like that and to learn from him.
Yeah, but you have to be a learner though, because sometimes at your level, being taught that how you do have to position yourself, maybe you think that, God, come on.
It's true, but on the flip side, it's also, what can make the difference, because if you have, already so many good players, but they make maybe one or two slight adjustments, then the improvement will be even better. So I think it's just about coming in with an open mind, and being able to apply your own qualities while, helping the team can make such a big difference at the end of the line. So it's been good so far, and I hope that it continues to go that way.
Good, good, good. The Vélodrome, one of the wildest place to play in Europe. What's it like to step in this field, feel the energy, just amazing fan, amazing passion in Marseille. So how is it? Is it intimidating? I know you play in Greece. It's also, but is this something that you're like, oh my God,
No,
my days?
it's definitely special, when you first step inside the Vélodrome and you just see the size of it, and then when the fans are there and it's full and it's getting loud, it's definitely a special feeling. But yeah, it's something that you should enjoy, because it's a dream for many people to be able to play in front of fans like that in a stadium like that. So yeah, it's definitely pressure, as you say, and I don't know, intimidating is the right word, but it comes down to your thoughts and how you think about it. If you think of it as intimidating, or if you think of it as, a blessing to be able to play football in a stadium like that. So yeah, so far I've enjoyed it, and I hope we have a good season so that we can continue enjoying it.
Yeah, you were a starter, winning 5-1 your first game, and now still pushing. Well, sorry, Angers, we're gonna talk about we're gonna put it aside, but you are we expecting big things because it's Marseille, and you guys invest a lot, bring a lot of talent. Ishmael is with you. We are happy for him as well. Um, do you feel this like pressure, to perform, to bring titles?
No, there's definitely pressure, there's definitely pressure. But pressure is a good thing, it means that you're playing for something. Because, if you're on the flip side and you're playing with no pressure, it means, there's not much on the line, But as you mentioned, when you play for Marseille, when they've invested so much in the club to succeed, there's always going to be pressure. But again, you just have to think correctly about it and accept that pressure is a good thing. And when you're gonna fight for something as nice as being at the top of the league in France or one of the top teams in France, then it also comes with that pressure. If you're gonna enjoy the 67,000 in the Vélodrome, it also comes with the pressure. So there's two sides of the coin. And I just think it's important to remember that there's pros and cons to everything. So you just have to make sure your mindset is in the right way.
You picked 13. Did you know about the story of 13 in Marseille?
No, I actually didn't know about it at all. 13 was just always my number when I was growing up. So I guess it was just a good fit that I play in Marseille.
Yeah, exactly. Because there was a interesting choice. No, great. Um, let's go back to Canada. And speaking about your great run in the Copa America, Jesse, I was saying, it was jokingly, but not really. Is really intense. The session, what is he expecting from you, and you guys just deliver. It's just an amazing run that you had, and the way the way you played, and this game from Uruguay should have been won.
Yeah.
You feel so because you were so great. So
Yeah. No, as you said, like this game from Uruguay, it still hurts a little bit, because it was really such a good run from us, from everybody. And we wanted to come home with a medal. Unfortunately, football is like that sometimes, and you have to take the hard lessons as well. And hopefully we use those lessons in a good way for the future. But definitely it was a great run. And as you said, like Jesse and his style of play, he imposed it on the team so quickly, and I think we just all accepted it and tried to apply it. And I think that was really impressive from both the coaching staff to be able to make their points clear, but also from the players to be able to apply it so well. So it's just exciting that now as we're together more often, that we understand his playing style more, that we understand each other better, that this team can just continue to improve and become better and better.
did you know that you were part of decision process of Jesse to take the job in Canada?
No, I had no idea.
Okay,
No.
so it's a bit of an inside, a bit of scoop I giving you. He was thinking about the defense, and yeah, he had some worries before, and then he saw you and Maurice and saw the potential, and was like, okay, I'm going to take this job. So
Okay. Oh, I never knew that. I
oh,
never
you
knew
never knew that. Maybe you shouldn't know
that.
that. Yeah, speaking about the system, it's all about quick transition, compact defense, rest defense. Talk a bit about rest defense. It's just such a brave concept that you have high pressure, but you in the back. You have to be ready to defend forward, to front check. It's talk about this concept that you have with Jesse.
Yeah, it's actually a concept that I first really started to learn about in Malmo, in my time in Malmo, because the teams before that, a lot of the teams I was on was a lot of transition teams. So when you're a defender on a transition teams, there's not so much rest defense. In Malmo was the complete opposite. We wanted to control the ball, dominate possession, but then the danger is now when you do lose the ball, you're very open at the back. So it was so key that even when you have the ball, that we have to be aware of what the threats are. So I think I had a good year of learning rest defense and how to be, a better defender in rest defense. And then when Jesse came in, and I remember he got on a call with me and he said that's going to be one of the most important areas for myself and the team. it made it a lot easier because I could just continue what I was doing club level. And yeah, we just then went onto the pitch and tried to apply it to the best of our ability. There's still always going to be areas to improve. But it's definitely an area of my game that I try to continue to get better at because I see the importance of it, especially when you're on a team that has the ball a lot. So I think, especially in Marseille right now, it's still an important factor. In Canada, it's an important factor. So I think this is something that I'm really going to work on to master.
So those tactical demands, is it difficult to adjust in real time? Because sometimes you feel that you can support, but you have to be on your man. So how is it to in real time? What a challenge are to execute all those ideas.
Yeah, no, it definitely is a challenge and understanding your players as well, your teammates. Because as you said, sometimes you may want to defend the striker and be close, but then you're not an option for the pass. Or if you are an option for the pass, then the striker is alone. So it's a bit of a balance that you have to find and kind of reading the game as well. If you see it's a moment that maybe we could lose the ball, then maybe you become more aggressive defending or if it's a moment where we have 100% security of the ball, you can open a little bit. So I just think it's the balance and experience as well of playing games, knowing your teammates, playing a lot of games with your teammates to learn these kind of differences on when you need to give support and when you need to push for rest defense. So I think, as I said, with time, especially with Canada, as we're going to continue playing together, it's just going to get better and better, and hopefully we're going to become masters at this as well.
Nice. I think that's more a John's concept, but the band of brother, the brotherhood, okay, is this still a thing for you guys?
Yeah, I would say that's not going to be something that we're going to lose, even if it's not mentioned as much anymore as in the past. It's not something that you're going to lose, These are a lot of the core group, we've been together for 6, 7 years now. Grown up playing together, seeing the difficulties in each other's careers, and when you see what everyone has been through, and then we're all still together, you don't just lose that. And I think that's going to be another important aspect for us going into these tough games, into these big tournaments. The World Cup is coming up. That yeah, we're gonna need because we're gonna be tested as individuals, as a team, and also the brotherhood. So I think that's not going to be something that we're gonna lose as a group.
There's nothing guaranteed in international soccer, but sometimes we feel that there's player, their name is already on the list. I know this is never the case, but I'm telling you this because I feel like your leadership role is just improve and just it has to be there because you are the anchor in defense. Do you feel a bit that way? And do you how are you approaching the fact that you have to lead both on the pitch and also off the pitch?
Yeah, I just go about it by trying to be myself still, I think as your role changes and so on, that doesn't mean that you as a person you need to change. So I think when you mention leadership, all that it comes down to for me is how can you help the team to be better? If you see that, maybe a new player, a young player is struggling, that you try and help them out so that the team can be better, that is a great way to show that you're a leader as well. So for me, nothing really changes as me. I'm gonna be the same person that I am. And then just always keep the focus on how can Canada be the best team possible.
Nice. Football is really, there's a lot of mental aspect as we talk about the physical part, of course, but there's a lot of mental aspect that's sometimes not really talked about. After a tough loss, we were speaking about Uruguay earlier, even personal setbacks, because I think that the double yellow was a bit of a setback. So, but I don't want you to comment on that. I don't want you to be in trouble. But I will comment this. But what's your mindset, to keep pushing forward when things doesn't go in your way?
Yeah, all it is keeping your focus on the big goal, I'm lucky I have a good support system around me, my family, my girlfriend. I have people that I can talk to that when things don't go so well, they're able to lift me back up and push me to keep going. So I think it's important because in this journey, you know, it's never going to be just up or just down. It's going to be a lot of up and downs. So it's important that you keep the same mentality, the same work ethic through any challenges that you may overcome, but also in the highs that you don't get too high. You have to stay humble and continue to do the work that allowed you to be successful in the first place. So I think, yeah, I'm just fortunate and I'm blessed to have the support group that I have around me, and I just try and keep my head focused on what I need to do.
Great, great, great. For young player, especially defender, that will look up to you like the kids yesterday did. What's your piece of advice about making it in modern football?
Yeah, just keep going, you know, make sure that you keep your priorities straight and never lose sight of your dreams, you know, because there's a lot of times when you're growing up, there's temptation to see, you know, what your friends are doing or what somebody else is doing, and it may look fun or exciting, or if everyone's doing it, then I should do it too. But it's so important to just keep track of your goals and to stay focused on that, and good things will follow.
Great. We have 2 minutes for the wrap up interview. Really happy to have you in Can FC. Just really great people. We're gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna translate for you guys. I know, but I'm gonna test a bit your French. How is it? How is it? Is there a keyword that you pick up? How is it?
Un petit peu, a little bit.
No Marseille accent yet?
Non, 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 non. J'apprends le français avec le professeur là in Marseille, et je vais commencer avec le professeur when I return.
Ah, this is great. Just tell one thing to Marseille's fan because I'm gonna take this clip and give it to them in French and they will crazy.
One thing for the Marseille fans, allez l'OM, toujours.
Ah, nice. This is great. Just a rapid fire question for you. Just boom, boom, boom. Just best defender in the world right now.
Van Dijk,
Wow. Stadium that you dream of playing, but you haven't played yet.
Old Trafford,
Right. Favorite teammate in Marseille?
Kone.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Uh, both.
Well, smart.
Both, both.
Best dressed in Canadian locker room.
Best dressed. Tough one. Maybe Fonzie.
Fancy? Okay. If you were not playing soccer, what sport would you be in? Because it was the Olympics. What do you think?
Basketball.
Basketball, for sure, for sure. Most underrated player right now for you.
Valverde.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought that you're gonna go with Isma.
Also.
Yeah. Dream vacation spot once the season is gone.
Jamaica.
Great. And who's better at FIFA or FC? Is it Canadian players or Marseille players?
Canadian players for sure.
Great, great. Derek, just thank you really, really much for this time, for your generosity. I'm gonna see you tonight with the open practice, and hopefully, you have fun. You have a great game against Panama. So very happy. Hopefully, we can talk a bit on the season progress in Marseille or in the next camp. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.